Where do I even start? For those of you who have ever been around MC, you might know her for her out-of-pocket commentary or her unfiltered opinions, but she is genuinely so much more than that. MC has been one of the biggest blessings in my life. From AP Stat to creative writing, volleyball, gym partners, to spending every weekend together, I truly could never get enough of her. She's kind, she's fun, maybe a little bit insane, but above all else, an utterly loyal friend. She will always be a part of my chosen family and the first person I call when I need a smile on my face. MC is never afraid to be truly and unapologetically herself, and someone whose confidence I aspire to achieve every day. My life would be in no way the same without her, so without taking any more of her time, I'm honored to give you my best friend and my partner in crime, Clara Smith.
It all started freshman year when I realized my sister Ellie was beating me at life. It was all more apparent when I was greeted by my teachers and asked if I was Ellie Smith's little sister, as they were eagerly hoping I was just as smart and funny as she. I now knew that I had to go out of my way to live up to the legacy of Ellie Smith. And from that moment on, I had to make sure that I was the better Smith sister. To do this, I took all the hardest classes I could, including honors accelerated chemistry. The pressure was high because my sister was an AP Chemmer, and this was the class I had to do well in to prove I was just as smart or even smarter than my sister and worthy of pursuing AP Chem. However, it did not take long for either me, my teacher, or my classmates to figure out that was just not true, as I was nowhere to be found on test or quiz day because I always seemed to have an appointment on those days. Now, Miss Dunlap is no fool, so she caught on quickly, as I was pulled aside after class one day and told that if these doctor's appointments continued to fall on test day, she would have to contact my parents. Let's just say I dropped right before first semester exams. However, I continued to keep my head high and focus on other areas where I could be Ellie. I hoped Spanish would be one of them. I knew this would not be easy either because on the first day of Spanish 4, Mr. Harburg told me that my sister was on track to being fluent before she even graduated. I could tell he had high hopes for me too, but those hopes were shattered when he asked me on the first day of class, ¿Cuál es la fecha? And I responded somewhat confidently with hace calor. My classmates started dying laughing, and I immediately realized I'd responded, "It's hot outside," to the question, "What's today's date?" I knew my fate was sealed. I would forever be known as the dumb sister. She was beating me socially, too. She had twice as many friends, already had multiple boyfriends, and everyone seemed to love her. However, I thought I might have the chance at being the prettier sister after she impulsively cut off 12 inches of her hair at 3 a.m. But I was wrong. Everyone loved her new hair, and even I had to admit she looked even prettier. As senior year rolled around, I had altogether given up on beating the Ellie Smith legacy. So I opted for AP Stat over Calc, as I was told it was much more doable. But if that was so, tell me why every time J. Mac hands me back a graded assignment, he gives me a sad look. Or sometimes when he's feeling bold, he hits me with a rough one, eh? After these encounters with J. Mac, I tell myself, hey, it's okay, I'm okay, I got this next time, even though I never do. However, it's not the fact that I did poorly on these tests, it's the shame I feel when that little voice reminds me Ellie would have done better, Ellie would have gotten an A. Freshman me would have cried from that little voice, but senior me has learned to cope with it, even though I know it will always be there to remind me or trying to tell me I'm not good enough. But I am good enough. Yes, I will always be Ellie Smith's little sister, but I'm also Clara Smith. And now I make sure to let everyone know who she is. She never misses an opportunity to tell a joke, even when it might be inappropriate, always pushes herself to do her best, and most importantly, doesn't give up when things get hard, except for chemistry. And though she is far from perfect, I like her just the way she is. It took me a long time to finally realize constantly comparing myself to Ellie would never accomplish anything, for we were two completely different people on two completely different paths. She wants to pursue med school and become a world-renowned surgeon, whereas I'm just happy I got into college. But hey, who's to say her path is better than mine when a recent study on TikTok showed that the sibling who made worse grades in high school is more likely to become a millionaire. So hey, Bubs, let me know if you ever need some money because according to TikTok, I'll be rolling in it. Thank you.